Yo, welcome back. Let's keep working on the UI. So last time we did the coin counter. We made it so that when we collide with a coin, it adds up to our variable, like our wallet, and then displays how many coins we have. That good stuff. And the good news is, once you wrap your head around the concept of collecting coins, everything else basically works the same, right? It's the same way you made the coin thing. You just apply it to different things like health and so on. So let's do that. But first, let's make it uh, into an external layout. So we're going to make our UI into its own thing. What is an external layout? It's self-explanatory. Basically, it's a layout of objects that is not right here on the scene that we're working on. Why do we need one? Why do we need to keep things outside the scene? This is working. Well, it's working right now. But imagine as our UI gets bigger, it has like health and more numbers and scores and all that stuff. It's going to start getting cluttered. And if you have parts of the level, like for example, a platform there, it's going to start being hard to work on. Like if you click on that, oh, wait, that is not the platform. That is the number. There we go. I need to be specific in the little corner. Now zoom out and do something else, right? It's much nicer if you can just work on our UI separately. And you can do this down here on the layers. You have this little eye thing. And if I click on this one, it's going to hide the game or the base layer. If I click it, it's going to show. If I click on the above one, it's going to hide the UI layer, which is our coin counter. And you can do that. You can hide this one, work on this. And then we need to work on the game. We show the game. We hide the UI. Okay? This is one way to go about it. A different way to go about it is to just make the UI its own thing. And instead of keep explaining this, we're just going to learn by doing, because there's so many things you can do with external layouts. It's a good thing to like get the practice of using them. So how do we start using these things? Well, we go here in the corner, click that thing, go at the bottom, it says external layouts, press the plus, and ta-da, you've made one. Let's call this external UI or game UI. Let's just call it game UI. Game UI. That's it. It is done. Now we click it. Now here's the thing. External events and layouts, they need to be connected to a scene for it to like do stuff, to just exist. It cannot exist alone. It needs to be like connected to something. Don't worry too much about this. Just click choose a scene, and we're going to choose the only scene that we have, which is the untitled one. We're going to change that later. Just choose it, and we click choose, and that's it. We did it. It's like we created a whole new page, a whole new project, except we have all of our stuff here on the side, ready to be used. And there's no clutter. So let's start using our UI. First of all, let's go back to here. I'm going to click our counter. I'm going to cut. Then I'm going to go to our game UI. And I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to make sure it's still on the right layer. All right, layer UI. And the external layout has the same things, layers, as our scene. Those are all still relevant, so make sure everything is the same. Right. So I have the coin counter there. Now I go back to the game. Press preview. It is gone. Shocking, right? So how do we make the external layout show up in our game? Well, we're going to go to our events. Title events. We're going to go to at the start of the scene. And we're going to add a new event. Just like that. We're going to copy this one at the beginning of the scene. And we're going to make it like that. No? Learn to copy paste stuff. It just makes your life so much easier. Now we're going to add the action on this event. Create external layout. Create objects from external layout. That is the one. Choose a layout. The only one we have, game UI. And where do you want to create this? It's kind of like what we did with a bullet, where the engine is saying like, where do I create this? Don't just tell me to make something. Tell me where to put it, because otherwise I don't know. And if you want to make your external layout be exactly on top of your game, just like you're working on a layer, then the coordinates you're going to use is x0 and y0. Y0. And the z position is for 3D. This is like back and forward, it's depth. But I think we can just leave this empty or just put it 0. It doesn't matter because we're working on 2D. So 0, 0, 0. Click OK. And now at the beginning of the scene, we're going to create the external layout on top of our game. Look at that. Our 0's back. Now, let's do a little spicing up, just a tiny little bit, before we move on to the next episode. And we're going to go to Game UI. We're going to go to Coin. Coin. We're going to duplicate the coin. And we're going to call it Coin UI. Or let's make it UI Coin. Right? UI Coin. Press enter. Drag and drop. And let's put it there. We're going to click it. And we're going to send it to the UI layer. There you go, UI. Let's just drag this down a little bit to center it with the coin. And now, when we preview the game, we have our coin counter with a coin. See? It's the beginnings of a UI. How cool is that stuff? Ooh, can we not bounce back? Oh, there we go. We can. And bounce, bounce. What's our shoot? Oh, it's D. We're going to bounce and then pew pew. We're going to start adding sound effects soon. Don't worry. But anyways, so that's the basics of external layouts, and we spiced up our UI a little bit. All right, next episode, we're going to do like health and that kind of stuff. All right. So catch you on the next episode. Till then, peace out.